there we go. The magic of live TV. It's so fun. So there we go. A little technical difficulties. We think we have it solved, so we'll see. So we're going to get going on today's special edition of Shamineau Live, which is Shami-news. I am Skip Quickly. I'll be your host right in front of this globe right here. It's the Earth. And here we go. So this is Shami-news, and we bring you live, local, and up-to-the-minute news that you can count on. Straight from the source, from a friend you can turn to. 24-hour news source, making a difference you can see. So, as you know, if you've been watching this week, we have a daily nugget. And today's daily nugget is the word news. Okay, so if you see it, like right there, that's one. Okay, if the camera goes away and comes back, you gotta count it again. If I say news, or news story, or even new, the root word new, or news, or newspaper, then you gotta count one up every time you hear it. So, you're gonna keep track of that daily nugget, and at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, you're gonna submit how many times that we have said it and you have seen it, okay? And also, once you add all that up through the week, whoever has the most points of winning is gonna win a grand prize of $50 registration cash to Camp Shamineau. So that's probably worth more than 50 bucks if you ask me. But yesterday's nugget winner, as far as I'm aware, was Lily England. You're gonna get 50,000 points to that, and you are in the running. In fact, I think you're doing pretty well for the main prize. So today we'll probably answer the question, who's gonna win our grand prize? Okay, let's move on to our top stories. Today we have a couple things for you. We have an exclusive look into what's left of a nearly extinct island civilization. Can't wait to see that. We have ants terrorizing a local neighborhood and a rural girl who claims she has not left her bed in weeks. So let's jump right into it. After multiple reports of strange noises and blurry photos that could be described as Bigfoot, Jack, our hard-hitting investigative reporter, conducted an official investigation to investigate these reports. Here is an exclusive look into what's left of a nearly extinct island civilization.
Alrighty guys, I'm out here. I'm Jack, and I am looking for the last island person. Now, if you guys don't know what the island people are, they were a sort of camp race that lived out here on the island. As you can see, we're on the island. There's the bog. Right now, I think there's only one left. I think the rest of them have either swam to mainland or they're just gone. Maybe digging caves in the hills. Anyways, we're gonna go try and find one and see what can happen. Oh, shoot, I see one. I hear one now. I wanna go find it. We gotta go. We gotta go. Over the bench. Where is he? I heard him. I heard him real nice. That was a big one too. Okay. Here, Sasquatch, Sasquatch. Anything? Oh, I think I see him. I see him. Oh, where is he going? Ah! I'm gonna go find him. Here we go. Okay, guys. So, what I found here is these hand marks. They're obviously like 10 times bigger than mine are because my hands are tiny. So he did some clawing out here looking for some grub, I think. Then he obviously went this way. So let's go. Da-da-da. Here we go. Wait a minute. What is this? Is that a... Ew, that's a LaCroix can. What kind of monster drinks that? Or sticks. Ooh, what is this? Look at that. These holes, they're big enough for my finger to fit in. So obviously, he's trying to eat the termites and other bugs that are in. What is all this? Why is he making a log cabin? What in the world? I don't know where he could be. What? Ah, he's right there. Sir! Sir! Can I have an interview? Can I have an interview? Okay, let's go. Alrighty guys, we're here with our official interview with the island person. Island person, do you have a name or do you just like to be called island person?
Island native.
Ah, that makes sense. I have a quick question. Can you explain to me why in the world you drink LaCroix?
LaCroix is good.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It really is.
No, it's not.
I have a flower for you.
He has a flower for me. Wow.
Peace offering.
Oh, it's a peace offering. I accept your peace offering.
That is good. Even though you threw my LaCroix can in my face. I lost this. Thank you for finding it, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. We don't want to litter, don't we?
Yeah, no. I dropped out of my flag here.
Ah.
See, I keep it right here in my flag.
Ah, yes. I don't know. So, what you guys are wondering about is why can't I see this island native? Well, to protect.
Me?
No, they can't.
No. Oh.
They can't. Don't worry. Due to a contract we wrote, we have to darken him out so that he doesn't show his true identity. We don't want him to be found on Shamineau Island, aka Adventure Island,
My home.
aka Motley, Minnesota.
My home.
Please come. It'll be fun. Don't you think the kids would love it here?
Yeah, they actually would. I don't bother them too much when they're here in the summer.
There's so much water you can play in.
Sometimes
and
too
stuff. Sometimes.
This clearly leaves us with more questions than answers, so thanks for that. Scandia Valley Township has received multiple complaints about a common insect now terrorizing a neighborhood. In the field, with more on this, is Ed Headley reporting.
This is Ed Headley reporting with Shami-news. This time of year is a beautiful time when families can begin to go outside and enjoy this lovely weather. But this year, they're being joined by a menace close to the ground, a menace called the common ant. Across this nation, ants are creating small hills of sand on roads, on pathways, blocking the way of people who are seeking to enjoy their afternoon, blocking the way of people who are seeking to enjoy a comfortable picnic. I'm receiving reports now that these ant hills are appearing all across the nation, from Texas to California, even the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Where these menaces came from and why they're here, we're uncertain at this time. But we will continue to bring you updates as this story develops. Back to you.
We will bring you continued coverage, like he said, as this story develops. In stranger news, a rural Minnesota girl claims she hasn't left her bed in weeks. With more on that, here's Gail Weatherby.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'm here outside of a house in rural Minnesota where a girl claims to have not left her bed since quarantine started. We got this exclusive interview to find out what she's been doing, why she's been doing it, and how she's feeling, because she seems to not get a lot of interaction. Let's head inside. Hello, I am Gail Weatherby, and I'm here interviewing a local teen from rural Minnesota. It seems that she has not left her bed since quarantine began. Oh yeah, I named all of the dinosaurs on my blanket. So here's Brad, and that's Chad. This one's Bradley. That's Nicholas. He's a pterodactyl. He's a big deal. Emily is 18 years old and currently living with her parents. She claims to have tried to move out, but after the virus hit, gave up on, quote, like everything. She claims she couldn't be happier than she is currently and couldn't see herself in any better position. Yeah, I love my dinosaurs. Why do you ask? If you have not left your bed yet, then why are we conversing in your living room on couches? Yes, that is correct. I'm on my couch, but I am in my bed, and I haven't left it since quarantine started. I see. And do you ever change out of your pajamas when you get ready in the morning? Yes, so I do change out of my pajamas. What?
You don't have to lean into the microphone.
I don't have to lean forward. You can
don't.
hear me fine. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't change out of my pajamas unless I shower, because that just gets more clothes dirty, you know? Yeah, it gets more clothes dirty, and I'm not a fan of that. Wonderful. Is that a Batman pair of pajamas that I see? Yes, that is correct. I am wearing Batman pajamas. They are my favorite pajamas. They have a very cool hood on them. Here, let me show it to you. It makes me feel really cool. 'Cause a nice mask. I know I don't know you well, but I do believe that that is a very fitting mask for you as a whole. Do you feel like you are more productive by staying in bed all day? Do I feel like I'm more productive when I'm in my bed? 100%. What better place to sit in all day than your bed? It is the epitome of comfort, in my opinion. It's amazing. I have my pillow, I have my blanket, I have my PJs on, I have everything that I need. It's amazing. Thank you. Do you have an inspiration for why you've stayed in bed? Do I have an inspiration for why I'm staying in my bed? The answer is yes. It is my animals. See, they lay around all day, every day, and we knew that, but we didn't really acknowledge it until quarantine started. And my mom thought it was really cute that they laid around all day, and then I started laying around all day, and she didn't really say it was cute. She kind of was just like, why aren't you doing your work? You seem really lazy right now. Please change out of your pajamas. It's been 3 days. I don't really know what her problem's been, so I don't know. Yeah. Very nice. I would love to sign off now and leave. So I'm signing off and giving it back to Jeremy. This is Gail Weatherby signing off and sending it back to Jeremy so that I may leave. I would like to leave, Jeremy.
Just to clear something up really quickly, I'm not Jeremy. I'm Skip Quickly, not Jeremy. However, I do look exactly the same as someone who is named Jeremy, and we do share the last 9 digits of a social security number. So, in other news, a burning question has presented itself in the form of a common cliche. To answer the question, is the grass greener on the other side, is our field correspondent, Max.
Hello, I'm Max reporting for Shamineau Live, and I am on the side of the road that is not green. But I have to report a very special occasion that we have not seen in many a moons. The grass is greener on the other side of the road. Let's go and check it out. As you can see, the grass is indeed greener on this side. But don't just take my word for it, let's check out the scale. As you can see, right over here, my green not green scale is telling me this side of the road is indeed not green. But if we check the other side, it goes up and tells you that the grass is indeed greener on this side of the road. And that was Max reporting with you to tell you that in fact the grass is greener on the other side of the road. Back to you in the studio.
And now we have a riveting story about why school attendance is hold on. Oh, and we have some breaking news. This just in. Developing right now, there is some breaking news. First on the scene is Gail Weatherby.
Hello, Jeremy. This is Gail Weatherby again, coming at you with some breaking news. It sounds like that tale of Hey Diddle Diddle, the Cat and the Fiddle has finally come true. We have just received news that a cow jumped over the moon last night. This is a very exciting moment for Americans and everyone all around the world who sings it in their own language.
Skip. Quickly. Gail will continue to bring us breaking news as it becomes available. Oh, and now I'm being told Gail has an update on our breaking news.
Quick update on our breaking news. It turns out it was not an actual cow that jumped over the moon, but in fact a spaceship named Cow. We apologize for misreporting, but are still celebrating the fact that cows are celebrated this much. Back to you, Jeremy. I am sorry for that mix-up.
The real mix-up is with my name. We're gonna head out into the yard with Pierce Storm for a look at out the window weather.
Thanks, Main Studio. This is Pierce Storm here reporting with your out the window weather today. As you can tell from my clothes, it did rain a little bit this morning when I was out getting my weather ready to rock and roll. But I'm just trying to look the part for you guys, okay? And so we actually have a total of this much rain that fell. Not even that much rain that fell this morning, but we have a chance of more. And so I decided that I need to help get some weather readings for you guys. So here we go. Okay, we have a chance of 50% humidity tomorrow, all right? Let's go back this way. After that, you know to say it with me for tomorrow's weather, 50% shine, 50% dark, okay? Other than that, it's gonna be a great day, a great weekend. Get outside, go for a walk, enjoy nature, enjoy your family. This is Pierce Storm signing off without the window weather. Back to you, Main Studio.
Thank you, Pierce. And now with more on a developing story, here's Ed Headley.
This is Ed Headley reporting with Shami-news on the continuing developments of the story of the menace of the ant. We have attempted to get an interview with an ant, but they have refused to comment, as you'll see in the following footage. Mr. Ant, why are you here? What are you building? What is your goal here, Mr. Ant? Why are you attempting to build a barricade on this major roadway? Mr. Ant, why are you taking all of this dirt out of that hole? Wait, come back! You didn't answer my question. As you can see, the ants have refused to comment. They have refused to give insight into why they're here and what they're doing. However, we have received several reports that perhaps there's more to this story than we initially thought. We have received reports of birds and small children with magnifying glasses attacking these ants. So the question becomes, the ant, is it a menace to society or a helpless victim? We will continue to investigate and bring you updates as they develop. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Ed. Great story and some good food for thought. Let's head out into the heart of the city for a check on traffic with Max.
Hello, this is Max reporting with the news. As you can see, it is now rush hour at Shamineau. As you can see, we have cars driving by. We have not seen this many cars in so long. It is rush hour right now, guys. There are so many people around. This is intense. Well, that was your news report on how the traffic's looking. I'm Max. Back to the studio.
You know what else is intense? Camping, which we covered last week. In this week's sporty edition of What's That Guy Doing?, we take a look at a unique summer pastime.
I have an interview with one of the best snowshoer in the world, okay? In his sport, they're training right now. They're in that full season of the training camps and all of that. So you guys be prepared for those videos coming up. But I'm going to throw it on. I did an interview with him, and I'm going to throw it to that interview. This is Pierce Storm here reporting with the best snowshoer in the entire league. Sir, can you tell me what your name is?
Storm Pierce. Don't wear it out.
Oh, my name is Pierce Storm. We're kind of close.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was born first.
Were you really? How old are you?
36.
Okay, that is old. All right, so how did you get involved in your snowshoeing, your love for snowshoeing?
One day, my dad gave me a block of wood, told me to hit the lake. I sended it behind the snowmobile. We were snowshoeing all the way.
What's the hardest part about training nowadays?
Well, in the summer, we usually hit the rink with the with the ice skates.
Can I get you some tissue? Oh, okay. Are you crying for real?
Just gotta wash your eyes out with snow sometimes.
Back in, there's not a lot of snow here. So how do you practice? I can see you're barefoot in there. Is there any correlation between that?
Yeah, I have the luge in my backyard. So yeah,
The luge, what's that?
it's like the bobsled.
Do your feet get cold?
No, they lost feeling 7 years ago.
How did you beat him in those last steps there? Because you guys were step and step, neck and neck, shoe and shoe, toe and toe. How did you get past him?
Well, I always keep a special weapon in my pocket. It's called the scissors. So I went down and I cut his lacings right off so he couldn't walk anymore.
So you just admitted to cheating is what you're saying?
This isn't on TV.
It will be.
Oh. I did not do that.
How did you get that hat? Did you get it when you won Viva la France, Tour de France, or whatever it's called?
Oh, this is a really long story. I bought it.
Are you okay? You got something in your eye or what?
I was born without tears, so they made me a bucket of fake tears.
Okay. Well, I think I gotta cut this interview short. I'm not crying, you are. But thank you so much for your time. Is there any last remarks or words you'd like to share with us avid snowshoe watchers?
Keep on shoeing.
Thank you.
Alright, again, experiencing some technical difficulties, which is so much fun for us and for you. So,
Hello, this is Mac reporting with the news. As you can see,
where are we? Where am I? Alright, we're gonna dive back into some news just to review, and what we have every day is a daily nugget, okay? And so, every time today we say the word news, then you're gonna tally up a tally for your tally marks about news, okay? So that was another one when I said news, right there back there when I said news, okay? Also, when you see news like this, not like the actual news story of the video, but like the word news, like right here, also that's a point, a tally, okay? Right there where it says news. Or if I said new, like if I said new news, that'd be 2, okay? So right there, that's 2 tallies. Anyway, you keep track of all of those from the day, and then at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, you can contact us either via direct message on Facebook or on email, jeremy@shamineau.org. That is the fellow that looks like me but is not me. Okay? Anyway, submit your number there, and then, let's see, Monday we will announce the winner of the $50 grand prize from the week. And there we go. Okay, right now we're gonna turn to breaking news with Pierce Storm. I believe we have that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 297, 298, 300. That's my workout.
So on top of that breaking news, now we have more breaking news. And again, I believe that is with Pierce Storm. He's everywhere.
This is Pierce Storm here. Breaking news I have for you guys. I'm reporting from the news studio back in Switzerland. We have a man who saves his home from immediate danger, okay? So we're gonna roll the clip here. We're gonna take footage right to you guys right now, okay? All right, so I'm right here, ready to question our hero of the day. So what did it feel like to save your house from danger?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it really feels great. It's like really an honor for me to be helpful, and you know, I was able to keep my family safe from this. In those moments, I'm really not like thinking about it. I was just acting as fast as I can and as quick as I can. So yeah, I mean, it's normal for me to do this kind of stuff, you know.
So I noticed the technique you used to help wipe up the flood there. What was your inspiration, and how could you, like, what did you have to do in yourself to be able to sacrifice your life on the line to save your house from that flooding?
Yeah, as I said before, it's like you don't think about what you do in this moment. You just act, and you just do it as fast and as quick as you can. So yeah, that was my first reflex actually, just to jump on the water, to absorb it with everything I had, and just to run straight to the natural environment of the water and to just put it safely in there. And yeah, that was just my inspiration to, yeah, just to not waste water, because, you know, water is so precious.
And last question for you here, hero. If you could tell one thing to our audiences, what would you tell them to inspire them to do an heroic act around maybe their house or their community like you did?
Just to believe in yourself, you know, be yourself. And if someone tells you you are not able to do something great, then don't believe them, you know. You just have to trust yourself, and trust me, you are able to do good things.
It brings a tear to a glass eye. Seeing a hometown hero swing into action from Switzerland, their hometown hero. Okay, let's move on here. There seems to be a breaking weather development in weather news. With more on that, let's go back out to the backyard.
Alright guys, this is Jeff reporting live. I know Scott came here before about the weather. It's really changed directions. We got a high wind to the low, and it's basically hurricane force winds coming to Camp Shamineau. We'll all be okay. We've got EMPs on site. Just be careful out there. Stay safe. That's what everyone's saying, and they mean it. So stay inside, stay home. We love you. Alright, back to you guys.
Wow. Okay, that developed quickly. We're right on top of the news here. That happens really fast. So, and now an exclusive look at another common cliche. What goes around really does come around. Just joking. Well, I don't think we have that video. So it kind of goes around and came around. So, okay. Well, sounds like we have more on a developing story. And with that, we go back in the field to Ed Headley.
This is Ed Headley reporting on the developing story of the menace of the ants. Our investigative team has done extensive research, and we have discovered that the ant has in fact been with humanity for thousands of years. In the Bible, in the Old Testament, Proverbs 30:25 describes the ant. Here it says this: "The ants are a people not strong, and yet they provide their food in the summer." So it appears that the ant is not a menace to society, but a creature created by God, one from whom we have much to learn. The ant, for example, can teach us the importance of preparing ahead of time, the importance of planning ahead and making sure we're ready, the importance of not procrastinating. For those of us at home, this can be taken many ways. For example, the kids at home, you can be like the ant, and you can prepare well ahead of time. You can accomplish your schoolwork early so that you have time to play later. This is the wisdom that we have to learn from the ant. This is the wisdom that we can gain from this creature created by God. And all of God's creation speaks. All of God's creation we can learn from. And so we see another successful story here wrapped up at Shamineau News. This has been Ed Headley reporting.
I want to be the ant. Thank you, Ed. That was fantastic. All right. Now we turn to a hard-hitting investigation with Sherlock Fries.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. My name is Sherlock Fries. I'm an investigative reporter for my family. Recently, we have been discovering random dishes being left around the house. We have not been able to identify who has been leaving them out. So, I've taken it upon myself to find the culprit. As you can see, I have gathered information from all of my family. Obviously, I've put sticky notes over my own face because I'm not a suspect here. I'm the detective, obviously. So, here's what we have. The culprits. Mom, Dad, the suspects. Mom, Dad, Tori. We also have the places that they spend their most time. And then we have the evidence. If you follow the pink lines, you can see where we have found our different pieces of evidence. I'm gonna put on my safety glove because I can't put my own fingerprints on the evidence. Then I would make me look more suspicious. All right, here's what we got. In this bowl, in the living room, I found a crumb. I extracted it with the tweezers. Next, I found this cup with a partial fingerprint upstairs in the hallway. I have not yet removed the fingerprint from the cup, but I will do so shortly. I also found this cup in the basement with a lipstick smear. I have some evidence that I need to take some fingerprints and lipstick smears off of, and the first thing I need to do that is some tape. Does anyone have any tape I can borrow?
You need tape? I got some tape.
Oh, got some, thank you. Whoever donated this to me, very nice of you. And I am now going to extract the evidence off of the cups and put it in my evidence file. So, the first thing that I see on TV shows that they do, that I learned in detective school, is that you always wear gloves at a crime scene because you don't want to get your own fingerprints on the evidence because then you become a prime suspect. So, I'm gonna talk a little louder because I don't have my microphone. I'm gonna put on my gloves, just like this, so I don't put my own fingerprints on these cups. Gonna take a piece of tape, grab my evidence. Sorry, turn my back. Grab my evidence. Now I'm going to use the tape to get the lipstick off of the cup and onto the evidence sheet. Oh no, it's sticking to my gloves. Okay. Got it. Come in close, come in close. You can see the lipstick very faintly and the fingerprint. Here's my new evidence card. Thank you. I'll be back shortly. I'm going to be needing to take fingerprints off of this bowl. And I saw on Pinterest a way that you could do this. So, I need some flour. Anyone have flour?
Alrighty guys, so I'm back and oh my goodness, let's get this out of here. Yeah.
Got it? Alright. And also a paintbrush. Paintbrush, anyone?
Need a paintbrush? Here you go, Callie.
Got it. Alright. So, again, I'm going to put down my microphone. So I'm going to talk a little louder now, okay? I'm going to move my table closer. Use my paintbrush. Sorry, can you still hear me? Here's my paintbrush. Gonna need a little bit of flour. And I'm gonna dust the side of the bowl where I think that maybe someone might have at some point put a fingerprint on this bowl. Hopefully it's the culprit. It looks like something might be showing up. Can you see it? Perfect. Okay. There's multiple different patterns of fingerprints, so if you didn't recognize it, I don't blame you. Takes a lot of schooling. Now I'm also gonna take a piece of tape. Gonna try to get the fingerprint from this flour. Think I nailed it? I'm gonna put it on my evidence sheet. Okay, now I'm done working with my evidence so I can take off my gloves. In case you're wondering, the lipstick was found on the cup in the basement, okay? The fingerprint on the green cup was found in the hall. And then the flour, or the fingerprint on the bowl, was found in the living room. I'm at a dip in my investigation. You see, I took the fingerprints from all of my known suspects. I even fingerprinted myself when none of their fingerprints matched the evidence that we found. So then, I went through the process of interviewing every suspect. I even interviewed myself. I didn't take notes, obviously, but I interviewed myself. And nothing is adding up. They all have motive, but their excuses and alibis fit in perfectly. I have no idea who did this. I'm poring over this information with, I just don't know. There's nothing matching up on any of their... Hold on. Hold on. Where's my highlighter? After poring over hours and hours of reviewing my information and checking alibis and taking fingerprints, it seems as though I found a consistency between all three of my suspects' interviews. Here was my findings. In each of their interviews, they all had prime motive, but all gave very well thorough alibis to why they did not commit the crime of leaving dishes about the house. And so that's when I became very, very confused. So I studied the interviews over and over again, and I found one consistency between all of them. In each of their interviews, when I asked them who they would put the blame on if they could, they all said, if it wasn't me, well, someone had to have done it. And then another person said, well, it wasn't me, I guess it had to have been someone. And then the third person say, don't blame me, blame someone. And then it hit me. A light bulb went off inside my head, and that's when I found it. I found out that someone has been committing these crimes. No, I'm serious, someone. There's another person in my house. Their name is someone. It's the excuse we all use. Someone is doing it, but no one knows who. It's very confusing. Many of you have maybe been encountering a similar person in your own house. When you ask, who left the dishes out? Someone did. Who didn't fold the laundry? Someone did. Who left the toys out? Someone did. Many of you may also have someone in your house. Signing off, I'm Detective Sherlock Fries.
Well, thanks for that hard-hitting investigation. Tune in next week when she investigates who is this someone and how did they acquire such a unique name. Alright, well, that's going to do it today for Shami-news. Thanks for joining us. I want to remind you to sign up for summer camp, Shamineau.org. Also, get in your nugget guesses into Facebook direct message or on Jeremy@Shamineau.org. That's an email, which you know. Other than that, thanks for coming. We'll see you Monday at 3. I'm Skip Quickly, signing off for Shami-news.
Welcome to camp, we're glad you've come. Hope you're ready to have some fun. If you got bad breath, then chew some gum. The summer started and we're glad you're here. We've been waiting